rage quit bass line, because that's what happened.
Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Today is the 12th of January and this week I'm starting my music production journey. I've had Ableton downloaded for about 3-4 weeks now since Christmas, but I've just been messing around with it. I haven't been consistent with it. This week I'm being consistent, going to chip away at every single day, learn how to make some decent beats, and hopefully by the end of this video I will have a tune or some sort of track to show you. Right now I'm currently on the way to a studio. Well, I'm not on the way to studio, I'm just syncing my USB and then we are going to a studio as today I'm recording a mix. My last video I just started DJing, so yeah, today we're going to the studio, going to record a mix, and then later on this evening I'm going to make some beats. I've signed up to Syntho, which is Josh Baker's music education platform, so I can learn from some of the best producers in the game and kind of fast track that kind of beginning phase. So yeah, enough talking, let's get going. Alright, on the way to the studio now, got a 2-hour session booked, gives me plenty of time to record the full mix which I want to record. I've been planning this mix for months now. Even before I started DJing, I've been planning this mix I wanted to do. So hopefully in a month's time when my mixing is better and I'm a better DJ, I'll be able to record it properly and put it up on SoundCloud. So that's the plan. On the way now, just listening to this new Max Dean Tassavan set on SoundCloud. So sick. Max Dean is, I'd say he's my favourite DJ at the moment. Saw him at Coco before Marco Corollo a couple of weeks back, and that was the best event I've been to, hands down. Coco's such a sick club. I'm going back there in 2 weeks for Marcelo and Trauma, which are going to be sick as well. But yeah, this morning hit a nice chest, shoulders, tricep session, came home, absolutely demolished half Domino's pizza, cold as well. It was so nice, but I had to balance it out with some salmon and sweet potato for lunch after that. That's what really matters, right, isn't it? Still getting the gains in. This week's my second week back in the gym. I was ill all December. I've got this flu that wiped out half the UK, and I'm still got it if you can hear it. But yeah, hopefully it passes soon because it's really affecting my training. And I've just had no appetite all of December. So December's a write-off for training, but we're back on it now, as you'll see in this video. So yeah, I'll catch you when I'm at the studio. Just landed, Pirate Studios running, only 5 minutes late, which is calm. So I got an hour and 45 minutes roughly to record this mix. I'm just gonna get cracking straight away. Not gonna warm up, if that's even a thing with DJing. So yeah, I'm gonna get stuck in the mix. I'll show you some clips of my mixing. Hopefully it's improved from last week. Last week I did 3 studio sessions, 2 2-hour ones and 1 3-hour session. So got quite a lot of time on the decks. But yeah, just getting back in this room, seeing this deck just gives me so much energy. Like I just get so excited, which is good and something that you'd hope for if you want to start DJing. So yeah, I'll catch you in the mix. That is the mix done. Exactly 1 hour and a half. Just got to wait for that to download, and then later I can listen to it on my SoundCloud. Normally, like, I'm such a perfectionist. If something bad happens, say like I used an effect wrong or like I stopped the track by accident, I would have just cut the mix and just like started again. But like when you're 45 minutes in, I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. It'll be funny to look back on. And this is only my 5th time using decks, so I don't know why I expect to be Max and Luke Dean. You know what I mean? Just take it session by session and just hope I improve each time. Something I did well this session is select my own tracks. I didn't just follow a set playlist. I was picking out the right tracks, mixing in key, all of that stuff. 15 minutes left of my session. Yeah, fuck it, let's spin some tunes. I'll give you one little mix. My favourite tune of all time. Session. Yes guys, back from the studio now, just had dinner, now sat on Ableton with a loop open which I started the other day. Gonna finish that and show you in a sec, so it's time to actually get into what this video is about, which is the music production side of things. Alongside that, I've just been sorting out a few trips with my friend for summer. I'm booking music on Amsterdam this Friday, and also You and Me just announced that Off Sonna event, which is sick. Barcelona is probably the trip that I'm most looking forward to all summer, alongside Ibiza. I've got a load of sick things planned, but it's not all set in stone just yet, so I can't talk about it too much. But yeah, anyway, onto the music production side of things. So I bought Ableton for Christmas, which is about a month ago now, and I've been on it a few times. Like every couple of days, I flick it open for an hour or two and just mess around. I'm on Synthro, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, which is Josh Baker's music education platform, which I'll show you in a second as well. Just to kick things off, I want to show you where I'm at with my production, so you know what level I'm at, and then we'll see where we can get to by the end of this video. And all the videos following on from this will be documenting that and just showing you my progression as a producer. So let me just show you this loop which I made over the past few days so you can see what level I'm at. So that is a little loop which I made the other day. Literally just dragged in one loop from a sample pack. The rest is me putting the elements together. I designed my own drums, wrote my own bass line, which I'm reasonably happy with because that just aggravates me. Writing bass lines is a lot harder than doing the drums in my opinion. So yeah, that's a nice little idea that I came up with, and perfect timing. My mate just messaged me this. Posted on my Instagram story, turn it off. So cheers Reese if you're watching this. But yeah, nice little beat if you ask me. I'm happy with those drums, to be fair. They're the best ones that I've done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new project, watch some videos on Syntho, take some inspiration, learn a little bit how to make better drums, and then I'm going to make a track, and hopefully by the end of tonight I'll have a loop. Right, so let me show you inside of Syntho. This isn't promotion, by the way. I'm just showing you what I'm using to learn. So this is inside the platform. You got hundreds and hundreds of videos from top producers like Josh Baker here, Jamback, Sydney Charles, Marsolo, Alicia, teaching how they make their music, so you can learn from them. I started off with this beginner's course where Josh just runs you through how to make your first beat, bass line, etc, etc. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find a video on drums. I think Azad has got a module in here on drums. He's got really good tracks. So what I'm going to do is watch a few videos, take some inspiration from the videos, and then put it into Ableton and write my own track instead of just following it step by step. Because if you're just following what they're saying step by step, you're not really learning. It's better to listen first and then go take that advice away and do it yourself. So I'm going to open a new project now on Ableton, watch a few videos, and I'll come back to you when I've got a beat together. Right, let me show you what I've got before I rage quit this bass line. Right, so we've got some drums, some percussion, and then a 2-layer bass, which I designed. Let's give it a listen. not sure about that bass line. The bass line is the hardest bit. Like, I'll put some drums together. Let me just play the drums on its own. I'll add in some percussion. And then the bass. Nah. Nah. Right, I got rid of that top layer bass. So I can work with that. There's not that annoying fucking plucking sound on top. Right, I'm gonna stick with that. Fuck it. Right, now I need some chords and some keys and some synths. So I've got a beat, I've got a bass line of some sort. Now I'm gonna add in some cool stuff. I might drag in a loop and then drag in my own elements after. Because the thing is, with a loop, like, you might class it as cheating because it's alright, I'm using someone else's sound that they've designed. But the thing about using a loop is it gives you an idea of what else you need to add in. So I might drag in a loop from a sample pack, for example this. I might drag that in on top of what I've already done, and then you can kind of hear out for what the track's missing, and then I can go find other elements. If that makes sense, helpful to have pre-designed sounds and loops to get some ideas flowing. Otherwise I'm just looking at a blank canvas. It's like trying to draw, but you've never been taught to draw. You know when you're like 4 years old and they just put a piece of paper in front of you and they're like, draw, you don't know what to do. That's the exact same thing that I'm having now. So I'm just trying to drag inspiration from loops. I've got sample packs from East End Dubs, Chris Dussy and Mar Solo, so that will give me enough sounds to get started. But yeah, it's going to be a long process, long process, but I'm here for it. Right, I'm going to leave it at that tonight because I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah, fully have rage quit this bassline. Let me call this project Bassline Rage Quit.
Rage quit bassline, because that's what happened.
Yes guys, good morning. Today is Wednesday. I was working yesterday so I didn't film. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in the UK. I saw a bit of sun, thought yeah, I'll go out in a t-shirt and some shorts. Big mistake, I got slapped in the face with 0 degrees. The door handle of my car was frozen. I'm stood there like a dickhead in shorts and a t-shirt. But fuck it, I'm just gonna have to warm up a bit longer. Today I'm doing a leg session. I'll be very honest, I didn't do legs for 2 months properly. I did them once every 2 weeks, but properly, nah. So today, or last week, well, I did a good session, and today I'm going to hit them hard. I don't want to film too much because I just want to get locked in. But yeah, I'll take you along to the gym with me, and then later, I'm just going to sit in Ableton and grind away at this music production. But yeah, let me just go to the gym first, and then we'll focus on the music side later, because I just need to get locked into that mindset. You can't get a good session in if you're thinking about 5 million other things. I'm gonna have to go the other way because there's fucking so much traffic. But yeah, I'll catch you at the gym. Good weather calls for the different house playlist as well, the deep house. Bit of Frankie Rizzardo. Right, at the gym now. Just warming up. It's absolutely freezing outside. It's like 0 degrees, don't know if I said. So leg day today, gonna start off leg extension, then leg press, hack squat, bit of hamstring curls at the end, calves, call it a day, 50 minutes. Trying to get out of it by 11:30, go home, have some lunch. Let's have it. Right, that is a wrap on the session. 45 minutes, did 4 exercises, didn't do leg press, did a couple calf supersets instead. Time to go home now, cook up some lunch, and then hopefully cook up in Ableton after. We're gonna see, but yeah, today's a beautiful day. The sun's out, even though it's freezing, I don't mind it because clear skies, sun, can't beat it. So let's go home. Yeah, I feel fucked. Yes, guys, back from the gym now. Had a shower, had some food. Now the rest of the morning, I'm working at 3 o'clock today, so I haven't got all day. But I want to come up with an idea of what I want to put on this vision board for 2026. Haven't done that yet. Got a coffee on deck. And a couple of other things I'm going to do. I'm going to try to spend some time in Ableton making some tunes, making some beats. So I want to show you something by the end of this video before I go to work. Yesterday at work I also sketched out a business idea which I want to start. I don't know, I've had loads of ideas recently, but I just haven't started on any of them. Reason being, if I'm being honest, is just fear of failure, because I've been trying businesses since a very young age, like 14, 15, but none of them really worked out. So now I've got this I've got it stuck in my head that I can't be successful in business and nothing's going to work, which is a bad mindset to have, and I need to resolve that very quickly. But that's something I need to work on myself, because at the end of the day, no one actually gives a shit. So I might as well get on with my life, build a career for myself, and do what I want to do ultimately, because at the moment I'm just working in a restaurant and that's not what I want to do in my life. If I'm being honest, I've got bigger ambitions than that. So yeah, I'm going to spend some time probably now working on that business idea first and doing some career stuff. And then after that, I'm going to have lunch, make some tunes, and then go to work. And then that'll be finito for this week, because I'm working the rest of the weekend. So yeah, I'll catch you when I'm in Ableton cooking up some heat, hopefully. Right, it's been about 40 minutes. Let's have a listen. Not bad, not bad. I just dragged in one loop, which is the lead that you hear, but the rest, the bass line I did. Let me show you the beat on its own, and then I'll show you the bass line. Here it is. And then this is the bass line. As you can see, pretty simple. And then what I did after that is I just added in this lead from our solo sample pack. So yeah, I'm just getting the hang of the software, to be honest. As I said, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but obviously I edit all these videos, and I've been editing YouTube videos for 4 or 5 years now, and the layout is very similar. For example, let me just show you actually. So this is in Ableton, where I'm making music, and then if I go into Final Cut Pro, which is the software I use for my videos, as you can see, it's kind of similar, you know. I'm just dragging and chopping elements, chopping up. This is the video which I'm going to finish editing now. But yeah, so it's not really that foreign to me. I'm just getting a hang of obviously using sound instead of video. But yeah, I'm just taking it step by step. So yeah, that's where I'm at with Ableton right now. Not a bad beat though, to be fair. I put together how many elements? A kick, a clap, closed hat, shaker, open hat, an effect, and then a percussion loop. What's that? 6, 7 elements together with a beat. Not bad, I'll take that. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up for this video, as I have to cook lunch and then I've got work. So yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Obviously there's going to be plenty more videos to come, showing my productions, what I'm up to in the gym, career, all that kind of stuff. I'm just putting it all into these vlogs. This isn't just a single avenue. I'm just trying to include everything that I do in my day-to-day life. I'm going to go to a studio tomorrow as well, practice my mixing, and yeah, that's going to be it for this video. There will be one in a few more days time, so as I said, make sure you subscribe. It means a lot, and you won't miss another video of mine. So I'll catch you in the next one.